Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Raffles Young Designer Showcase. I'm Joanne from Bachelor of Graphic Design with Honors. Today, the other two designers that with me are 𝐁𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐡𝐫𝐨𝐮𝐠𝐡, We will present our final project, which we have been spent around 6 months to complete. The theme of our showcase is called Breakthrough. We define breakthrough as an ongoing effort to go out of our comfort zone and try something new. We believe a small breakthrough will have a big impact on ourselves or the things we do. But we have to self-aware and acknowledge that it is there. We also believe that our original intention of doing something is source of strength for all kinds of breakthrough to happen in our life, as it can improve us with fame and consistent support to overcome our personal limitation and other contextual factors. So before I start my presentation, there are a few reminders for you to take note. First, to help us to share our posts so that this showcase can reach more people. Second, please do not hesitate to leave comment and question in the chat box, and we will reply you during or after the presentation. Lastly, we will share the link of our Behance. Feel free to click in and view our project and portfolio in more detail. So without further, let me start my presentation first. So welcome to Mood Space. So before I start, I just want to ask you guys, do you lose your temper to your family or your loved one? Because for me, I'm not a good temper person, so I quite often lose temper to my family, but I always will regret after I lost temper. So you guys can share your experience or your feeling about this on the comment, and I will note later. So I found out that nowadays many people always left the wasn't temper to their closer people, but be patient and good temper towards outsider. So my purpose is to remind people do not leave the worst temper to their closer people. Let people manage their temper and give more care and love for the people they love. So my target audience is 13 to 21 adolescents because most of them are in rebellious period and they were more sensitive and irritable. And most of them will always argue with their parents. So I have do primary and secondary research. Primary research, I have do a survey to know the situation of losing temper of my target audience, and I also have interviewed my parents of their feeling and action when their kids lose temper to them. On secondary research, I have researched the reason and consequences of losing temper and the ways of temper management. So the important point I found out is my primary research of the survey have 60 respondents, and the conflict of opinion because lack of communicate, and they resource divert attention to calming themselves, and they also seek for forgive and express regret, and they don't know how to temper management. In secondary research, the reason that we often lose temper to our family is because most of the time family will still tolerate you. But if you lose temper to outsider, you lose your image. And the consequence is you feel regret and affect your mood, and your relationship between you and your family will become worsened. So my design objective is to create an identity for the awareness campaign and to develop the key visual using appropriate style and element for the overall design solution. Then my big idea is to help them manage their temper and divert attention and to let them have a way to communicate. So my project title is Mood Space. So most is for the important point that cause people to lose temper. And space is I will let them have a space to have temper management and way to communicate. So this is my mood board and my design concept will in 3D and I use soft color because soft color give people comfort and happy feeling. And the font I use is Cravel's Soft Demo. So due to the problem and research I found, I have my major deliverable which is app and have minor deliverable is digital poster animation that will post in social media and also digital and printer sticker. So the media will use in different phase of lose temper. Like before you lose temper, you can use your app to have your temper management, and the animation is for you to calm down and relax. And during the lose temper, the app will provide space for you to suit your bad mood. And after losing temper, digital stickers can for you to communicate with your family. An app is for you to express themselves. Digital poster and printer sticker is for educate and remind them. So here now come I will show my design. So first my design will have 6 characters and it will use in app, stickers and social media. I choose this animal series is because animals give people more friendly and more close to our human. And each of the character have different characteristic and level of temper. So this is how it look like in 3D. So the character have their own profile, of course have their name on the top, and inside have constellation, characteristic, and height. And the index on the bottom is show their temper, EQ, self-center, self-control, and memory. So this is the profile of other character. So next I will introduce my app module. It's combined with mode and door, and the slogan is take a time out. It means to stop doing what one is doing in order to do something else for a while. So the app is to divert their attention and help them to manage temper and have a space to vent their emotion. It's due to the problem that they don't know how to temper management. So here is my logo of the app. I use the M from Moodle and combine with the face from the character. So next I will show my showreel of the app first. Okay, thanks for watching. So in my main page of the app, we have a room and can decorate by user. And the main furniture have bed, computer, speaker, diary, and flower pot, and each of them have different function. So first, when you go in the app, you can choose to sign up or log in. If you are the first time using the app, you need to sign up an account. And after you sign up, you need to answer 7 questionnaire to let the system know the situation of your temper. So after that, the system will assign the character that's suitable for user based on the result of the questionnaire. So here is the main page. The top will show the day you play this app and the coin you earn. And the theme of app is based what the character you get it. Like this theme is Jew. So we also have daily check-in that you can check in every day to get the coin. And setting, you can view your profile and adjust the volume of background music, sounds, and raining sounds. And also have daily tasks. The tasks will based on the result of your questionnaire. So this is how the profile look like. And next, the store is for buying the furniture you like, and the button under the store is to move the furniture. And the button or bottom right corner is to visit others' room and you can be friends with them. So the fan page will show the profile of your friend, and you also can add other people as friends by using their name, ID, or code. So chat also have the history that you chat with your friend, and also the talk have the talk with you. And talk with you is a AI conversation program. Like if you have something you want to say out but you don't want to let other people know, you can just talk with you. So the first function of the room is music, because from my research I found out that music is good for relaxation and stress management. And user also can create their own playlist. The second one is game, and I have two aspects of it. When in now is for when your emotion immediately, like you're really angry now and you almost lose temper, and can play the battle game and click the button, and you can get reward to earn the coin. And let's relax is you can relax yourself when you're in bad mood or just play for fun. Third one is meditation. Also, for my research, meditation is helping you to reduce your negative emotion and increase your patience and tolerances. So we have 4 types of meditation, which is breathing, relax, easing depression, and for sleep. And when you go in the page, you can choose the level and the background music before you meditate. And also you can invite your friends to meditate with you together, and it also have the tutorial of meditation. Next is diary. Diary it can help you to express your bad mood and also record how's your day. And when you're writing your diary, you can choose your emotion of the day, and it will show at the date. And the daily question in the diary is for user need to answer every day to know your temper situation, and they have only 3 questions, and the result will show in report. So this is the report, and you can see a flower at there, and the plants is grow decide according to the result of the report. So the report has mood summary that the mood that choosing from diary by the user, and self-control ability and loss of temper is from the daily question answered by user. So the special function of our Moodle is the timeout plan. Timeout plan is to help you removing yourself from an anger situation and let you calm down. So we have like few function at there for you for emergency situation, and also have timeout memo for remind yourself like how removing yourself from anger situation, and user also can edit by themselves. So this is the mock-up of my apps. So you all also can try the prototype of the app, and you can try on my Behance. Okay, so next is stickers. Stickers is for communicate, then it has consolation, motivation, apologize sticker. And based on the problem that conflict of opinion because lack of communicate, and also seek for forgive and express regret. So here are the 24 stickers. So first we have the general sticker like hi, yes, no, that quite common sticker that other sticker also have. But the special thing is like before losing temper, like you can have like leave me alone stickers, or ask for communicate or express yourself, feel sad, or yeah, so on. So before losing temper, you feel regret, you hope to apologize, you can choose I'm sorry, my bad, this kind of stickers, and also have caring and cheer up sticker. So here is the demonstration of the sticker in WhatsApp. So you also can download the sticker on my Behance. Okay, next is animation. Animation, it will be repeated and with ASMR, and that will make people feel relaxed and divert their attention. And animation will post on our Instagram. If, if you can take a look if you want. So this is based on the problem that resource divert attention to climbing themselves. So here is the visual of the animation. For save time, I have combined the file animation to a video. So now I will play it. Okay, so this is the mockup of my animation. Okay, next is printer sticker. Printer sticker is for to remind and excitation people, and it will have some graphic and slogan, and you can choose to stick on laptop, smartphone, or any way you want. So here is all of my printer sticker, and it has creator smiling face, remind quote, and excitation words. So how to get the sticker is when we will have a giveaway activity from Instagram if you follow us. So here is a mock-up of the stickers. So last one is social media posts. You can see in my Instagram. So I will post the quote of the day, and it was a positive and would remind people. And my Instagram also will promote apps, digital stickers, and printed stickers. So here is how the quote of the day look like. And here is the mock-up of the post. Okay. We also will using the story like ask some related question like do you have lost temper today or so on to interactive with people. So now I will show the showreel of my project. Okay, thanks for watching. So next is my usability testing. An interview for users online and I separate to 4 aspects that apps, digital sticker, printed sticker, and social media and let them to comment. So the conclusion of them is the layout of the check-in section can change it or put a graphic, and the chat can have an emoji function for send to friends, and diary can have an insert photo function because some people will insert photo when they writing diary. And digital stickers can add why and I'm feeling good now, and also had one user that she think the stickers a bit too bright, and also some of the words with the color are hard to see. For printed stickers, some words can be all capital letter from emphasize, and one of the sticker the character was too close with the word. For social media, ASMR may only accept by some people, and posts of character can mention the personality of the characters and they will improve with user together. So that is my conclusion. And after I done this project, I feel it's like reaching the goal because I do this project about 6 months and also have faced some problem, but have still have way to solve it. And usability testing also help a lot. You can know that what you need to improve and listen to useful advice. But the limitation of my project is hard to find other age of people for user testing because my user test the people that I found for user testing is same age with me. So my suggestion is try to find different age of people for user testing and you can consider the useful advice from user. You no need like just change what the user say. So if you have any question or something want to ask, can comment on the chat box and I will reply later. And here is my Behance, can view my project and other portfolio. That's all my presentation. Thank you. And next will be my friend Dana to present her project.
for the inconvenience because of the mic problem. Okay, anyways, thank you, Joanne, for the previous presentation. And my name is Kim, and I'm from South Korea, and I'm studying bachelor degree graphic design in Raffles University. So I'm going to have a design showcase of my 6-month project. Before I move on, I want to ask the audience about the have you traveled outside of your house after the pandemic case? So actually, even if there are not people who have never been on a trip, I'm sure that there is no one have tried only once in their life. So this project is actually was designed to elaborate the feeling of depression and restraint that people are experiencing due to COVID-19. As a human being, living in the same house for a long time will make you feel bored, and this will make you feel powerless in your life. So in such a situation, there is nothing more hopeful than planning a trip and imagining the outside world. So, however, it is very difficult to travel abroad at the moment now. So this is because the aftermath of COVID-19 has placed many restrictions on going abroad. For these reasons, so I have made a secondary research about the travel abroad at the moment. So I thought it would be good to turn to domestic travel rather than overseas travel for in the pandemic days. So due to the tremendous impact caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly on tourism sector, domestic market has been identified the crucial for the industry to recover immediately. So, so domestic tourism expenditure is expected to be significantly reduced this year from more than 100 billion ringgit in 2019 following the effort to contain COVID-19 through the movement control order. So actually it's interesting to note that traveling has always been an integral part in society and the way of life. So wouldn't it be epiphany for humans to explore new things and seek encounters? Through this project, I hope that many people will broaden their encounters and experiences and feel fresh in what they felt was boring. Economic activity starts with the healthy mind of the people. So before we move on, I want to talk about my research that how Malaysia tackled the issue before the before 2021. So a total of 200 million ringgit has been allocated under the 2021 budget to invigorate domestic tourism and the arts and culture industry amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So ministers said that the allocation was part of the 1.14 billion ringgit set aside for under the budget. So it's for promote domestic tourism would be intensified to safeguard the people's livelihoods. So these allocations would be utilized for tourism recovery plan next year, which included travel destinations, transportations, shopping and services, and frontliners package discounts. So it will also be used to boost the arts and culture sector, family holiday package discounts, accommodation vouchers, and Meet in Malaysia campaign. So ministry would promote the Visit Malaysia program within the country to ensure tourist hotspots and destinations are known to locals. And training would be provided for them to upgrade their skills to ensure that they could diversify, and adding that more activities would be planned to ensure their sustainability during the pandemic. So next is the insights from survey, which is my primary research. So so I had a 101 respondents about the domestic tourism before pandemic, and also the how they think about the domestic tourism nowadays. So before the pandemic, the top 3 type of travelers of the respondents are chill out and recharge retreaters, the good planners, and budget conscious travelers. And generally before the pandemic, majority of them regularly hang out and gather with their friends and go for overseas travel and domestic travel. And somehow more than 60% of the respondents travel frequently before the pandemic, and out of 70% of them arranged and scheduled their trips independently. And somehow their travel plan was affected a lot due to the pandemic. So in terms of they choose to travel to an area with few people to choose, travel could be finished in a day trip. So, and about the domestic travel, so there is around 30% of respondents felt overseas travel is more enjoyable than domestic travel. So only 35% of the respondents felt there is enough information about domestic travel. So in other words, there is possibility lack of information on the domestic travel. So more than 70% of the respondents are willing to go for domestic travel if more information and guides I provided. So so this is the conclusion that I've got from the research, which is the shortcoming of domestic travel. So first is the lack of information, inconvenient transport, weak management tour spot, and feel nothing special. And also there are less promotion, same culture, lack of variations. Local foods are available in every state. And lastly is lack of adventure and excitement. But also there are advantage of domestic travel, which is affordable price, same currency, easily accessible, discover new things in our country, same time zone, easy communication, use own transportation, and also boost up the domestic economy. So my project statement is to provide interesting, engaging, and meaningful travel information and journey plan for local people who conscious with the budget, and using effective media to stimulate their domestic travel demand to chase away the corona blue and after the pandemic or when the COVID-19 situation is getting better. So my main points are more informations for domestic travel and how to become a guide for domestic travel, and also introduce new tourist destination while revitalizing the economy of stagnant areas, and also discover hidden places and gain new experiences. And also they make own specialty for domestic travel. And somehow, even though I'm a Korean, I tried to do a lot of research for the local people and also the local people's secret area. I have done a lot of interview and research also. So this is my conceptual diagram. So So actually, from the pandemic of COVID-19, from the side reason, which is the lack of information until the lack of adventure. So domestic travel tremendously affected and reduced by tourist spot and the local people. So no income for the tourist spot, and local people feel blue and need fresh air and no budgets. And the national economy also become very, very low a day. So how I'm going to provide a guide and more info is to natural landscape, accommodation facility, food tour, experimental activities, historical sites, local festival, shopping and dive sites, and etc. And more promotion, and finding something special in tourist attraction and resorts can be boring. So by event or by activity, merchandise, food, new information will refresh the domestic tourist bonus. So so my project name is Cravel, which is, and my main phrase is called Crave My Wonder. Okay. So this title was created by matching the word of travel and crave. So travel literally means to travel, and crave means hunger for what you crave and what you want. So as you can see from the slogan of Crave, your, and Crave my wonder. Wonder means the question and also the admiration or magic. And from the word wonder itself, it means roving the place that haven't experienced. And but somehow this wandering could be one of the wonder in tourist. So, and many people are hungry for fresh experience in domestic country. So, convincing the public and tourists by impressing them should be our top priority. So, I think the economy will develop further. So, next, I'll move to my media and content strategy. So, my media strategy is the social media, which is the Instagram, and also domestic travel kit includes another media such as travel map and travel passport and stamps, and domestic immigration kit, which involves in travel kit and travel map also provide the scratcher and print and digital, and also the application for redeem rewards and view informations. So for social media, brand vision, mission, and purpose, information about the domestic travel, how to buy, how much it costs. USPs will be posted on the social media such as Instagram. So domestic travel kit, the kit includes the map, passport, and stamps. So the travel map is for scratching based on specific choice of travel to reveal the recommended places. So recommended bucket list to be shown. Travelers could scratch off the specific place to note down their bucket list tour spot. So the map is produced in real product and digital application both. And domestic passport, it doesn't really function as a real passport, but it's more like a notepad and journal. So the places written on the travel map are introduced and could fill out the checklist or any shopping list or bucket list by connecting to the travel map application. So tips and information on travel destination with QR code embedded in passport can link to the digital application. And next one is the domestic tour spot stamps. And the stamps are used for stamping on such passports, and the tour spot stamps are mostly placed in the each tour spot. So when you go for the tour spot and then you check in by the application, then you can get a chop from the tour spot on your domestic passport. So next one is application, has information of tour spot and also can redeem some reward useful in traveling. So can shoot the QR code in the tour spot to check in, and also the QR code in the map and passport for further information. So about the Crave Your Wonder. So my design concept is mainly on three words: is fresh, joy, and memorial. My design concept is to aim to make people happy just looking at it, to have a day full of excitement. So to provide interesting, engaging, and meaningful travel information and journey plan for local people. And these design objectives are aimed to give bright, happy, and positive energy. So travel is for the sake of epiphany. So where only good memories should exist, a new beginning and full of wonders encountered for the first time. So however, not everyone can go on a perfect trip. So some may be heartbroken because their plans are going wrong or having some problems. So to assist them on a such journey, perfect trip needs a tool that will make planner happy. So to give an effect full of expectation, hopes, dreams, just by looking at it. So there are three different themes, which is the nature, blooming beauty of the nature of Malaysia, and the family, joyful experience with your family in Malaysia, and also culture, nostalgic history, thoughtful and meaningful culture in Malaysia. I tried to pick these three main keywords from Malaysia's characteristic, which is that Malaysia is actually full of trees and sea. So the main of the Malaysia's tourists, where mostly they come for the nature, ocean, or dive sites, and also for the family experience. I feel that I feel that I feel that every experience with your family will be more joyful, and especially if it's in domestic country, it will be more further their sight of your daughter and sons, and also the culture, because there's a lot of old culture in Malaysia, and also in Malaysia, there's a lot of cultures involved, like Chinese, Malay, Indians in one country. So I feel that is a very is one of the opportunity that you can experience a lot of culture in one country. So the firstly is the blooming nature. So So this so this theme is more to the fresh and the coolness and cleanliness of the ocean and paddy field, and also the skywalks. And next is the best entertainment using the joy, happiness, and family theme. And maybe so in this theme, I'll talk about why you should consider doing a retreat with your family, like welcoming for welcoming for the families. So next is the nostalgic culture. History and culture are the one of the most valuable things that the country has. So if you were neglecting it for a while because it was domestic and because it is boring, so I hope that it can be the time to dig into its beauty in its own and the culture of its own. So the next so I'll show the main visual of the travel kit. So this is the main visual of the travel kit. So actually it's a transparent plastic sachet. It involves information, title, and the number of the passport, and also the instruction written on the sachet. So these are some mock-ups about the travel kit, which involves travel map and scratcher, and also the passport and 2 stickers. And this is the actual mock-up. So the next one is the map, the main visual of this project. So firstly, this is the nature theme of the map. And also this is the family theme of the map. And this is the cultural theme of the map. So from this map, I have inspired from the Instagram post UI UX. So not only using a scratcher on stamps, actually there's actually QR code that can scan into application and send message or leave a review, and also get some further information. So these are some actual mock-ups and actual sizing. And this is the default map before the scratching. So next visual is passport. So this is the passport, which is very small journal, and this is the back side of a passport, and this is the front side of a passport. And also these are providing all those pages, different pages, up to 60 pages. So this one is the main page, front cover and back cover, and also next page is inspired from real passport information page. you can write your information, and also you can read the instructions from the sachets, also the same. So these are some instructions then how to use this passport and this product. So first, get your map and find an interesting place. So secondly, scratch the tour spot you like with coin or enclosed scratch, and check the name of the tour spot that has been released. And next, access the website with QR code and check out more information. And number 5 is to make a travel plan in passport. So the next step is to check in the QR code at the tour spot you visited. So check out the tour spots collected from the Cravel app. So the more you collect tour spots, the more coupons you can redeem on the app. So make a new travel plan again. So it will go over and over again until you finish the 9 travel. So this is the travel plan page. You can draw a line from left dot and to the right dot, and then you can write your own plan and also the attraction spot that you have scratched. So the left page is the review page, and the right side page is the bucket list. And the left page is the checklist for your necessaries and clothes or travel goods, and the right side is for your shopping list. So these are the actual mockups for the domestic passport. And these are the actual users example for the checklist. So next media is the stamps. So this stamp is actually try to put a lot of colors and joyfulness inside in one illustration with line art and vivid color. So from here, you can see the Penang Butterfly Farm and typing Johor Bahru, Sarawak, at least each attraction in each state. So next is the nature and scenery. This is the Sky Bridge, Lake Chini, Pulau Tioman, Pulau Sipatan, Sky Mirror, Mulu National Park, and Sakinchan's Paddy Field, Penang Hill, and Cameron Highlands. So the next stems are the cultural and heritage theme. So from the Batu Caves until the 𝐁𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐡𝐫𝐨𝐮𝐠𝐡 temple, I tried to actually it's quite every cultural states are quite famous, but I felt that it is hard to put away just because they are famous, because they have a very long and memorable cultures themselves. So the next mockups for the stamps is the real chopped stamps that used in the tour spot, and then you can get chopped from the tour spot. And also the stamps will be produced in stickers. So next visual is the application. So mainly this application is more to information and some entertainment. So you can get a QR code scanner. After that, you can get some information about transportation information, and also some reviews from the other planets they have already gone for another tour spots. And also for the map, you can also try to scratch it by touching the screen. So these are some mock-ups. So next So next media is the social media advertisements. These are these are produced as a Instagram stories advertisement. So I will play this. Actually, there's no sound. Okay. So next is my usability testing. So I got usability testing from three different people, and I've showed them my plan and my visuals, and also some actual mock-ups. So first, I've got ratings that more to average to 4.5. So this user told me that she was happy to know Malaysia in such detail, and some places are famous and some are not at all famous. So the idea of scratching a map is interesting. So she said it's amazing that the foreigners, not even local, plan these such projects. So above all, an app that allows you to find out travel method information, and travel information is quite useful. So next user had the opinion about that it's quite fun to make achievement on a trip like a game. So these days, many people in Malaysia have begun to get used to scanning QR codes on their phones due to COVID-19. And actually, it was impressive that seemed to have dug into it. So above all, the picture and design are cute. So these users told me that which it stimulates the desire to collect. So the next user, this user likes to decorate the diary very much. So unlike usual diaries, travel information can be filled out, and it was good because there were many empty spaces, so there were no major restrictions on decorating. So so this user told me that if you're interested in traveling, so she thinks it's a good product to use at least once. So next is my showreel video. About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free with me. Be free. Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run. This is what we waited. So this is my conclusion. So after this 6 months project, I really feel that the the true meaning of breakthrough, which is because I have quite a lot of risk, and also our module was mostly in non face to face. So actually, not only me, many colleagues of mine and also my friends, they have faced a lot of blue feelings in during the project, and I also. So somehow with the showcase showcase have finished, I really feel that I have leveled up for than before of myself. So 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 I'll try to finish my presentation, and also I want to tell everyone that the world is a book, and those who not travel read only one page. From Saint Augustine, that I really like these quotes. So thank you for listening my showcase. So these are my email and also my phone number and my Behance link. So So thank you for everyone. Then I'll try to move the present mic to my friend. Thank you. I'll end my presentation.
Hi everyone, I'm Cindy. So now I will start my presentation. So first, welcome to Back Lab. So Back Lab is a place that there is more to baking process than just baking. But before I introduce you Back Lab, let me tell you a small story. So actually this is the story of how Backlab start. So because I am a beginner baker, so I have a lot of patience for doing baking, and I will try many recipes at home because I think it's fun and also I can save money. But I found that although the ingredients I use are similar with the recipe, but the result may turn out to be disappointing when I done to certain steps. So when I fell in baking, so I just think that I can only throw away the ingredients. But I also will try to research what is the reason that cause failure and prepare for the next attempt. Yeah, and but from my experience, I may not only fail one time, but a few times as a beginner baker. So this means I have to throw many foods every time I fail. So I think this is a bit waste, and so I will I feel curious that the other people also face this problem and how they solve. So I decided to conduct an online survey to investigate this problem. So this is an online survey. This is about relation between home baking experience and chance of success, and also their awareness of food waste. So I only targeting on the people who have been baking experience. So I divided 4 parts in these surveys, which are level of baking skill, their personal information, baking experience, and the food waste awareness. So from the survey, the result I get is almost every people have their plan before baking, but they still meet problems. And over half of people not really satisfaction with their baking process. And most problems they meet are about the appearance, dot, time control, or taste. And I found that not all people really understand or aware of food waste problem. So the key insight I found through this survey is many people enjoy the process of baking barrier of experience, and more than 70% people meet problem when baking, but they have no idea how to rescue, and this will potentially cause food waste. So in order to solve this problem, so let me introduce you Back Lab. So Back Lab is a place that contain the process of experiment, teaching, and rescue about baking. So you can try and learn in here. And why I come out this project is because I found that lacking of platform will tell you that you might scrape out cakes and what should you do. And we wish to increase your understanding and responsibility when baking. So the project statement is, and we are a brand that hopes to assist the amateur home bakers to manage and experiment with their baking process, and this done through introducing them the science of baking. And Backlab believe that a good understanding of science of baking can potentially increase the chance of success, reduce food waste, and enhance the enjoyment of amateur home bakers during their baking process. So you may curious that what is science of baking. So actually baking is just like you people doing a chemical experiment. So when you're adding one ingredient with another ingredient, they will have different result, and then the purpose of each ingredient also different. So I found that people need to follow the real calculation to uh, ensure the result, because it will cause the problem that people always face when they baking. And then by observing the process and result, it is possible to understand whether the material added and the measurements are correct. So for the Bad Lab, our slogan is precision matters. It means the importance of doing measurement, the real measurement when you're doing baking. So for the design objective, I try to get the attention of beginner bakers to solve baking failures and make science of baking interesting and more accessible to bakers, because it's about science, and increase beginners bakers' confidence when baking. So my target audience, I will not focus on any age group. I focus on any beginner bakers who interested in baking but lacking of experience. Like they are not so familiar with baking, but they still enjoy the process and willing to learn more. For the big idea, because like the science of baking, so baking is both science and art. So like the flour will give the structure and baking soda will make the dough rise. So every ingredient and process is connected, and I think it's a bit like the workers they work inside a laboratory. So I'm making baking like an experiment. People who do baking is finding the answer and explanation of baking in the process. So this also how I come think of my project title. Bake Lab is a combination of bake, science, and experiment. So next is the media strategy. I will have three media. The first one is packaging kits. So this is essential for beginner bakers. It provides tools, knowledge, and rescue plans of baking. And there is a apps. So this apps is social media with recipes platform for those who like baking, so they can solve their problem and share their result inside. And the last one is the social media to introduce the brand to the people and some information about baking. And so the connection between these three media is social media is to interact with user, and the apps is the interaction between users. So when people look at our social media, they can know the apps, so they can go to download and use. And they also know we provide packaging kits and how they can get it. Yeah, from inside the apps, they also can get the packaging kits. And yeah, the packaging and apps is to solve the problem, which is the baking failure. So next is the mood board. And the mood board, the style the design in this project, I will use only sans serif font, and the main font I use is only. And for the graphic, I will use grand texture illustration and with some line shape as a decoration. And the color, I will choose soft colors, but with contrast combination to um, attract the attention of people. So for the logo, and because my project called this brand called Bake Lab, so I combine the observe of the baking process and the shape of the bakers or measuring cups, and also the cake inside, like is a process of bakers doing bakings, like they observe their baking process. Yeah. So next, so first the media I will introduce is the baking packaging kits. So this actually is the inside include brochures and baking tools. So this provide knowledge technique of baking, especially for beginner bakers, and give people the ideas of baking to prevent failure in order to reduce food waste. And I will focus on the science of baking, introduce about main ingredient that easily make mistake, and also the rescue recipe. So for the content, I decided the contents of brochure and tours based on the result of survey and interview. So I asked someone who have more experience in baking, and also what is the common mistake that will faced by people. So here is my structures of packaging design. So I did the box. I will use 3 layers and with box board material. So and here this is the outer layers. It will cover the whole box. And the box inside will got 5 brochures, thermometer, measuring cups and measuring spoon. And then this layer is blank inside. So I put the packing mat inside under the box. So when people go through this part, they can take out the box and they can take out the packing mat. So for this, the packing tools. So this tool is the main and important tools that people must have in their baking tools. So when people get these packaging kits, they can start to try baking. So this is the mock-up. So this is how the packaging look like. So I add a handle for people to tag, and the graphic here, I point out the science of baking as the title, and here we'll write about the what is the content inside the packaging. And I put, after it open, I put the structure of packaging at the beside. So this is how it looks after open. So you will see the brochure and the tools. So next is the brochure. So I divided them into 4 titles, which are Baking Tools Guide, Secret Behind Science of Baking, Backup Plan, and Food Waste Awareness. So the first one, Baking Tools Guide, because there are many tools that we need when baking, so I divided them according to the baking process. So the first one is used for measuring. I will introduce the tools by like their unit of measurement and the graphic that how it looks like so people can know. And then for some part of the packet, the brochure, I will add the QR code that can lead people to download the apps, like the timer. There is a timer function inside the apps. This is the mockup. And the second one, and is similar but different tools. And the third one. So the second title is a secret behind science of baking. So here we'll introduce the ingredient and how the ingredient affect the chance of success when you're doing baking. And then I combine backup plan. And backup plan is mean rescue plan. Like when you fail something, then you may look some solution from here. And then the back at the back is the food waste awareness. So when people really cannot save their ingredient of food, then they can know the way how to reduce the effect of food waste. So for this all brochure, I will put inside a cover. So when people can take out for when if they need to buy the tools, or yeah, it's more easier to keep and carry. So here is a hole that people can see the graphic inside, and here is the simple introduction. So next is the application. So the application, I call it Backbook because it's a social media with baking recipe platform. So I get this name, the inspiration from Facebook. Yeah. So this here allow user to upload their recipe or select recipe to do, share their baking result to other people, and increase user motivation through a point system so they can improve their character level and random the rewards. And inside also got different challenges about baking and food waste, so people also can earn points from here to random the reward. For the character level, because I want to let people have more interest to do the to do the challenge and also use these apps. So I divided the user into 4 levels, which are when you first sign in, you are a apprentice, and then after that you are assistant, teacher, and expert. And when you upgrade, then the color of the design, it will change according this. So yeah, for the logo, and I just make it simple, obvious, but delicious. So I zoom in the original logo, and I adding some colors, like just it's a cake, so people can know can faster know this app is about baking. So this is how it look inside the phone. So I will show you the app's design. So this is the scene that once people click in. So when you click in the apps, you need to sign in or register. So here you can see your challenge, how much is your point, and what you can claim the rewards, and know which recipe is popular, and see the post that from the person you follow. And then you can search the recipe you need, and I divided them into a different level, and you can use the filter to more easier to find. And the next one is the tools. So like you can just directly change the measurement here. So this is the intro pages you will see. Oh, sorry. So after you sign in, you can see the challenge here, and you will know your points and what reward you can exchange, and you will know which recipe is popular now, and you can see the post from the person you follow, and then you can search the recipe, and I divided them according to the difficulty and the filter. So next is the tools. So here is a measurement exchange. So like because the different ingredient, the weight is different, So this can help you to exchange and also the times. And here you can upload your recipe to share with others. And then is for you to record the ingredient inside your refrigerator, because I found when I do the survey, I also found that many people will forget their food inside the refrigerator until it expired. So I include this function here, so you can add which kind of food, and you can set the notification like if it almost expired. And also you can save your recipe here, and here you can know which ingredient you need, and after you have or you buy, you can tick and like delete it. And then here is the your account, your personal page. So here is my apps design. So the next is social media. So and I just proposed the plan for the content of social media, and like the brand story, information about baking, size of baking, some rescue tips, and the food waste problem to raise out the awareness, and also with some baking video. And the hashtag is also called Bad Lab, is for people to share when they can share their picture, so we can know, and other people also can look at your baking result and follow this hashtag. So after this or design, I do a user testing to know the opinion and the comments from the target audience, to ensure this project is practical. So for the apps, I will give them 5 questions for them to 5 questions for them to rate. It's a score 1 to 5, and they will comment on the apps. So these are the people I asked. So I just do a summary. So this is the overall score and rating by them. So some of the people may think the design not so suitable for them, and also they think can give more information about the content. The design style should also suitable for male user, because the illustration I draw, they think too cute, and also adjust some of the layout to make the contents easier to read. And for the packaging kit, the information about baking mats should be more obvious, because they think it's under the box, and some text color problems. So this is some suggestion and comments for them, and I will improve myself, follow this. So as a conclusion, after I do this project for half years, I think because the baking is related to the science that need to do many research to understand, and me as a beginner baker, I also learning science of baking when I'm doing this project. And I think this is fun, but it's also a hard time for me when doing because I face some problem, but I still learn many things here. So it's just like our showcase that the breakthrough. I think I have some breakthrough from this project. And for the limitation and recommendation, because the content is about science, so I think it needs someone who expert in baking to help me to ensure the practicality of this project. So if for someone who also do something like this, I think because I'm not finding someone very expert, so yeah, if other the recommendation is you can find someone to help you, they can make your project better. So thank you everyone. Here is the end of my presentation. Yeah. So now it's time to end. We start working on our final project in May 2021, and it's during the time when NCO 3.0 took place, and now after 6 months it's finally arrived, and it has not been easy for us to work on our final project fully online. We are not able to meet each other physically to share our ups and downs during the working process in the last 6 months, and our mood swings. So actually at the beginning stage, we are quite positive in solving problems and in producing flexible forward planning, but most of the times later on, we got frustrated and distracted easily. And we should be honest, we didn't stay motivated all the time when we're doing this our project. But we overcome this limitation eventually, and that was the key reason why we named this showcase as breakthrough. So this period of time marked an important milestone not only for our study but also for our personal discovery and growth. Rather than showing the dynamics, aggressiveness, and loudness and the outcome of breakthroughs, we hope to express in a more implicit and subtle manner and like an ongoing process. Sometimes our breakthroughs is small, but we have to self-aware and acknowledge that it is there. And we believe that our original intention of doing something is the source of strength for all kinds of breakthroughs to happen in our life, as it can provide us with firm and consistent support to overcome our limitation and other contextual factors. And we are venturing into an unknown future, and our breakthrough journey will be continued. Once again, thank you so much for joining our presentation and showcase. We hope to see you soon again, one day in the future. Bye bye.